Hey guys, Nick here with Push Press, and if you haven't seen it already, we just launched Ranks. It launched on Wednesday of this past week, and ever since we made that announcement, I've got a few questions thrown my way. With the number one being, Nick, are you guys moving into the martial arts and the combat sports space? And I'm here to say that answer is absolutely yes. Now, the next part is like why and how did you come about this decision? So let's talk about that for a second. I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't just willy nilly decide that you want to go into a different business line or a different vertical or launch a new program. That you should be highly data driven before you start a new adventure here. And over the years, what we saw was a growing number of jujitsu academies kind of organically reaching out for demos with our sales team. Now, a lot of those owners became customers of ours. And as we saw those customers, they didn't churn. They didn't cancel their account, which kind of was a signal that we had something they needed. But then we dug a little deeper and we looked at what their net promoter score was and what their customer satisfaction scores were. And they were all pretty high. And in fact, the green light that told us it was maybe time to start building in this direction was really when we compared that to, the high net promoter scores and customer satisfaction scores and low churn that we see with the CrossFit affiliates that we currently serve. And as those two begin to really come on par with one another, we thought, you know what, there's something more here. So we commissioned a couple different research studies. Our product team did research, and we have several team members that already are jujitsu practitioners, from marketing to sales to customer experience, and they were really a big part of this process. And so we really, from that point, decided, we think we can do something, and it's really. I'm going to show you a couple things here. It's really been reinforced. I actually just started jujitsu myself, and this are what I was handed on day one. So next part of this video is, why should an academy move off of pen and paper and onto a digital platform? And quite simply, it's like, I'm not a pen and paper guy. When I walk into a studio and I'm handed a bunch of paper, there's a good chance it gets lost. There's a good chance I don't know what to do with it. And so what we ultimately thought is that these studios could learn or could use some of the digital systems that will reduce time that are spent on admin. It'll increase the time available for teaching, for building community. There's automations around promotions and around attendance and all of these things that'll take so much of the manual effort off of their plate and give them the opportunity to focus in on the students that are standing in front of them. And also just give students visibility into their own progress, where maybe in some systems they don't know the clear path towards their next promotion or whatever that next recognition milestone is. And we think that's really critical. We've seen success with that in the CrossFit space, and I think we can do the same in this vertical as well. And I guess maybe the next segment here that I want to talk about is for our existing customers. It's the CrossFit affiliates and the adult group fitness gyms that we've served. One of the things that we learned as we studied kind of the martial arts and combat sports discipline is that this ranks structure, their belt tracking structure, is amazing at reducing churn, especially in that first year. And you can take that concept, and when you marry it with Committed Club, which is a kind of more of a CrossFit concept, which does a great job at reducing churn from like the 6-month mark and beyond, we think there's a unique opportunity to take learnings from each discipline, merge them together so that CrossFit affiliates can run a better business, and hopefully we can do the same and help these martial arts studios and academies run better businesses as well. So again, we've done a lot of work here to make sure that our existing customers aren't going to feel any negative impact from this direction, and we fully anticipate to continue to learn from what these academy owners have built and apply that to the teachings and the software that we build to serve our existing customers. So hope that answers some of the questions that you guys might have had. Really looking forward to getting into this discipline and becoming a practitioner myself. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Take care.